Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so that potential buyers can learn more about the business and the seller to help them make an informed buying decision. If you would like to learn more about this business, including details like what type of business it is, how much revenue and profit it makes, and all of the assets included with the business, simply visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business's listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and in the description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. So without further ado, let's get into this interview. First up, let's learn a little bit about you. Can you tell us about your background in building and running online businesses?
Well, I started with online business shortly after graduating from university where I studied business. And I started by making YouTube videos just for the fun of it, entertainment style YouTube videos. And then I learned about affiliate marketing and combined the two. And that's kind of how this channel was born. Now, through originally running this channel where I did everything myself, I then started to outsource things kind of one at a time, whether that be writer, voicing, over editing, the product selection, all these different types of things. And through that, it scaled to other channels and other niches, and even worked in things like drop shipping, FBA, in combination to further monetize this type of business model. So that's kind of my overall background in running an online business, mostly focused around YouTube and creating YouTube content with a specific focus on affiliate.
Why are you selling the business now instead of keeping it and growing it further?
Well, I kind of came to the decision to sell the business because I've came to the realization in my personal life that I personally enjoy the creative aspect more so than the everyday management aspect. And with where this business is currently at, a lot of the creative problems are largely solved. And at this point, it's more an operator that could come in and really execute on it in order to maintain and even significantly grow it just through the systems that are already put in place. Due to my personal feelings, I just haven't had the energy, I guess you could say, to really give the business the care that it deserves and that it needs. But due to the fact that it's still very viable and still very profitable, I thought it would be a great idea to give somebody else the opportunity to help see it through and bring it to its full potential.
Can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do on this business to maintain it?
The amount and type of work is broken up into two different seasons. One, I would say, is the passive season, as I would like to call it. It's about half of the year where there's essentially no work to be done. During this period of time, I mostly just check in on the channel, maybe a couple total hours of work. Per month, it's extremely passive because most of the high leverage content has been created, and I personally prefer more to produce more of the high leverage content so I could have more personal freedom. Now, during the production time, the other half of the year, my primary role is to submit work to the writer, to submit work to the voiceover person, to submit the work to the editor. So essentially to tell them which videos to edit and which videos to write, etc. And then I mostly upload the content. So it's a limited amount of work that I personally do, but I just try to be that final little quality control when I'm uploading the video, just to make sure everything kind of is good to go. And outside of that, just telling people, exactly what they're meant to be doing for that week.
So if you were to keep this business, what are some of the ways you would try to grow it?
Well, the first thing that I would do is reach out to improve affiliate commission percentages. Right now, we're operating at baseline affiliate percentages, but last year we had bonus commissions, for example. So essentially on the exact same content can boost profitability by 40, 50%, just like that. So that's the easiest and quickest and best way that somebody could easily see a massive boost in profitability. So that's what I would say. Personally, that's what I would personally do. In addition to that, I would look for other ways to further monetize the exact same content, such as partnering with somebody who has experience with FBA or drop shipping, where we could promote our own products, again, get a higher percentage of sales on the already existing content. So that's a great strategy that I've done in the past and has been highly profitable without needing to even get any additional viewership or without requiring any additional work. And then to further that, I could also expand into going into some short form content, as well as potentially starting another channel in which we take the same system and just try to expand that way.
Right. And what would you say are the biggest risks with this business that buyers should be aware of?
I would say that the biggest risk is just the risk of the algorithm or some major algorithm change. Although obviously it's been consistently running for over 5 years with consistent results, and I believe in the security of it, that is just something to keep an eye out for. The other thing would just be affiliate commissions changing or the structure of the Amazon Associates program itself changing. I would just say those big picture things are the two major things that would represent the biggest risk to somebody with this business or business model.
How much support are you willing to offer the buyer who acquires this business?
I really want to see this business succeed and grow and continue to function at a high level. So I'm willing to offer a lot of support via almost daily messages on Slack or instant messaging and even weekly calls, as well as a full guide on everything to do with this system so they could implement it all themselves seamlessly, and every other kind of form of support through the first number of months, anywhere from 3 to 6 months, having regular calls and access through Slack and other things. And even beyond that, just if any questions come up, just really trying to ensure that they have everything that they need to really be successful with this business.
Got it. And regarding the sale of the business, would you agree to a non-compete?
100%. I am not going to be operating within the same faceless affiliate content niche any longer on YouTube. I have disclosed that I do own one channel that is not a faceless channel, but does produce product reviews and talks about products within the camera category, as well as a different channel that talks about individual product reviews, but does not produce best of content. And even in those cases, they do not follow the same strategy and they do not directly compete typically with any of the videos on this specific channel. And I'm committed to ensuring that I am not going to be in direct competition. I'm trying to obviously move on and focus on other ventures.
Are you open to negotiating something like an Earnout Agreement?
100% in the right situation with the right buyer and the right terms. That's something that I would definitely be open to. Believe in the longevity of the business, so I don't see why not. I would definitely want a preference of an upfront payment, but under the right terms, that's something that I would definitely be open to.
Okay, final question. If you had to put yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why is your business a business worth buying?
Putting myself in the shoes of a buyer, I think that this business represents an amazing opportunity. I think it's a great combination of security as well as growth potential. You have assets that you're purchasing, which is these videos that can continue to produce income for years into the future. There's multiple revenue sources, so you're not putting all your eggs in one basket through AdSense or affiliate. So these things are good. If one goes up, one can go down. So that's even more security. And there's a ton of growth potential, as right now we're working on baseline commission. So just reaching out to different brands and working with other people, even working with partnering with e-commerce people, partnering with different people like that, could see a significant boost in profitability on the exact same current existing content. And then in addition to that, they can obviously produce additional content because they're buying a content system that they could expand and grow that way. So it's a great opportunity, at least in my opinion, that offers a good amount of security, diversification, as well as growth potential.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this business is still for sale, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll find everything you need to know about this business. So, thanks for joining us. See you next time.